and welcome to Spit Take. I am surrounded by animals right now that are desperate for attention.
And your
Uh,
cats.
I have cats and a chihuahua. But the
And a
chihuahua
brother
has to,
and sister.
yeah, the chihuahua has to be down here because my child's at her mom's house. And if I leave the chihuahua upstairs, who's 12, blind and deaf, then she will pee all over the floor. Uh,
Gross.
yeah. Anyways, I'm here with my co host, Adam,
Hello.
and Steph.
I'm back.
And, okay, so first of all, I'm going viral on TikTok, but I'm never going to get paid for it. But I did gain like 120 followers. Uh, my goal is to go down to 2 days of real work a week and then get 10,000 followers somehow on TikTok and then use that as my income and only work 2 days in my life and make 1 minute videos the other days. And that's my goal.
Hey, it's good to have goals.
Yeah,
But
I'm proud of you.
I found the secret is you got to trash crony capitalists. So I don't know if you heard. I guess this happened earlier this year. I thought it happened last year, but I don't know. No one really cares. This kid got arrested at Meyer. He's a special needs kid, like 19 years old.
I saw that.
You saw that. He walks back and forth to work at Meyer, and he was eating fruit cups. And he said he was eating fruit cups that were getting thrown away because he would wait in line to buy food at Meyer, but then it would take up his whole break time, and then they would yell at him um, for taking too long. So he started eating fruit cup, and he ate $100 worth, $110 worth, and it's like $1.75 a fruit cup, and they followed him for like 3 months before they arrested him. Um, Now, yes, okay, he did something wrong. Uh, my take is like, we're not robots here. I get it, but like, again, we're not robots here. We can fire the kid. We could garnish his wages. We could say, hey, you got caught. What we learned from this. There's other ways to deal with this. Yes, he's probably going to get the charges dropped. He might get some community service, something like that. Um, but still, like having the cops come in and put cuffs on you when you're, a special needs kid, for something like this seems a little extreme.
Yeah. I saw that. Did you post something about that? Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah, I posted
Okay.
something about it. It's not like I don't even know. It like I can't even open
Yeah.
up my TikTok. Every time I open my TikTok, it has that 99 plus thing
Yeah.
on there, and I just click it to get rid of it because I can't stand just it sitting there. I don't read all the comments because there's just so many coming in, and it's like, let me see here.
I,
It
s-
is a
I saw it on Facebook today, so I was wondering maybe you sometimes you post things and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I saw that," and it's because you put it on there.
I don't think I posted that one. Oh
Oh,
no, I put
okay.
it in there. I'm
Then I
at
just happened to see that.
138.7 thousand likes, 6,255. No, 138,700,000 whatever. Uh, Views, 6,255 likes, and 324 comments, 399 bookmarks. Um, and like every time I go on there, there's at least 99 people that liked it or whatever. But then I'll like post something that's got like two.
Yeah. So
That
it's
happens though. That's the algorithm, and like it kind of once it has one that's really good, it goes viral, and it's gonna keep popping up. But then it'll bury others that aren't getting as many views. So it's like that one will be at the top of your algorithm, and if people are searching for things or looking at that, that's how it goes by it. So it's just like it's kind of a luck of the draw. And if you have boobs, you get even more likes.
Oh, I do have boobs, but
you
um,
got to have lady boobs.
yeah, mine's
Yes.
got hair on it. Um,
But
I don't know.
okay,
I don't know
so
if that's correct. Yeah,
as
but it's like okay, so they're profiting off my work, and I get nothing for it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess that's what you agree to when you do it, so I can't
well,
complain
so
about it.
going back to Meyer, as terrible as that is, that the special needs kid got arrested for that. I do love Meyer's Scan and Go app. I'm not sponsored by them, but I freaking love
They
it.
have that at Walmart.
They
have
do.
that at Sam's Club.
I like it at Meijer better though, because I just go through with my bags. Like the first time me and my wife did it, we were like scanning stuff, put in our cart. We get to the end, and then we're bagging. They're like, "No, just get some bags in the beginning and just bag everything as you go." And I was like, "Huh, I can do that." They're like, "Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, you
just
can
do
do
that."
at Sam's and Walmart too.
Oh, I'm sure. But I like to. I know I
Meijer,
use the
they're
scan and
funny.
go at Sam's Club because
Well-
my membership is technically under my wife, and they get weird feelings about that.
Why? You can still
I don't
use
know.
it. I don't know. I'm only saying this because I'm boycotting Meijer because I'm obligated to.
I like Meijer. I haven't been there in a while, but I like Meijer.
Well, they abuse special needs kids.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate, but I enjoy shopping at Meijer. They got everything. It's so great.
Oh. Okay. Anyways,
Listen, Walmart abuses a lot more kids every day, okay?
Well, they're not viral for it right now, so.
They're in another
but
country,
they
so
do
it's all
screw
right.
over their workers. That is true.
The sweatshops in other countries.
What is it like, Bucky's? I was watching something the other
Oh, I
day.
love
Bucky's. I hate Bucky's because it's so overstimulating, but the lowest paid worker is like $18 an hour, and the CEO takes like $1 million a year,
Yeah.
and like they pay everybody, so they actually take care of their workers. So I do like Bucky's for that, but also it's overstimulating when I go to there because it's a madhouse. I do like their hot sauces.
Have you been to Wally's?
Yes,
oh
I
God, here we
stopped
go
in
about
there.
the Wallies.
Dude,
Uh,
I love Wally's. It's so
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I stopped in there. That was in where was that, Pontiac? Illinois?
Yeah, I think it's Pontiac.
Mhm.
I know it's
Yeah,
on the
I
way to
stopped
like
in there. It was all right.
Champaign. Not Champaign. It's on the way to ISU Bloomington.
I
Well,
went to Quick Trip in Wisconsin. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Fucking fire. Their food that they have pre-prepped that you can just pull, so good.
Casey's Pizza is amazing.
Oh, Casey's Pizza.
Oh my
Don't
god.
I was
Oh yeah,
wait.
but that's the most fattening one though. Even though it's
I
good.
love it. It's so good. Their taco
was-
pizza is so awesome.
Okay, wait. I was telling one of my coworkers who's bougie about Casey's Pizza because he was up in the burbs, and I'm like, "Oh my God, you have to stop at Casey's Pizza." He's like, "Steph, I am not eating pizza from a gas station." I'm like, "You should. It'll blow your mind."
It
so
is good.
I keep telling him, I'm like, once I
They
see a
have good
Casey's
taco
pizza, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna bring some back for you, and I'm like, this is the most white trash thing you'll ever hear from me, but it's so good.
So good.
It is good. That's all my grandpa used to get was Casey's.
Our cousins introduced us to it because like I had never thought of them and their pizza or anything, but they got it one night and I was like, this is so good. That's some of the best pizza I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. And they have good breakfast pizza.
Never had the breakfast pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to have the breakfast pizza.
I'll have to try that. It's not far from us.
You have to have it is fantastic. Why is this thing so fucking stupid?
They just opened a Jack in the Box nearby, Lake in the Hills. I say nearby.
I
That's
heard they
like
were bringing
40
one
minutes.
to Chicago area.
It's
There
40
is one
minutes
in
from me.
Chicago.
Yeah.
There's one that's like a couple miles away from my house in Chicago. And
Yeah.
I've gotten it DoorDashed me a couple times and I've been hungover. It's not the same, but it's still,
They're
you know,
tacos.
it does the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got these little, like, the mini tacos in a, like,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, there's, like, 20 of them, so I just, like, eat a couple and then I keep eating them later.
So good. So good. Well,
Yeah.
that's our thing on convenience stores for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good amount of information on convenience stores. So, Adam, you want to talk about Alien Earth, which I have also watched.
Yes, Alien Earth premiered last week with 2 episodes. The 3rd episode came out today as of this recording. The first 2 episodes were everything that I wanted it to be. And the aesthetic from... So let me back up. So this show is, it takes place, what was it, 20 years, something like that, before,
Yeah,
the
before
first Alien?
Yeah.
So it's before the first Alien. and there's a Weyland-Yutani vessel on its way back to Earth. They've got a bunch of different aliens on board, and somehow the xenomorph breaks free and wrecks the ship. The ship crashes into Earth with the help of a synthetic, and they're kind of implying that Prodigy has something to do. Prodigy is another company within the universe that has something to do with where it crashed, because it crashed down by Prodigy City. So now the alien it's not quite on the loose yet as far as episode 2 goes. It's still in the ship and terrorizing. I guess it made it into the apartment building.
It's doing some shit.
It's doing some shit, but like
And
the way
there's
they
more than just the xenomorph too going on.
Yes, there is more, and I know you were pissed about the cat.
That was okay. I love my kitties. You can't fuck with cats, and I think it's probably because they always had a cat in the
Always.
movies too on the ship.
Cat's
But
essential
usually
to
people are
horror.
pissed about dogs, but I'm pissed about dogs too. But like, man,
Yeah.
don't fuck with cats. That's a good
So-
Netflix documentary too.
Yeah, there's a couple of other smaller aliens on the loose that they haven't really kind of dealt with yet, but the xenomorph is the one that's wreaking havoc right now. But they've been doing the slow burn up to the kills a little bit. There was some really great chase scenes where the xenomorph was chasing this one guy through the building, and it was just fun to see like the way they have it moving and where it's going. And it ends up like jumping it. That was the coolest part, when it jumped into that party of like rich snobs and just like murdered everybody.
Yeah,
That was fucking badass.
yeah, those guys were annoying anyways.
Yeah, the only thing I have with this show, and it's always my complaint with sci-fi when they do prequels, is like for some reason the technology is always better. So this group, the main people that the show is following is this group of synthetics. They're called hybrids. So they have a human consciousness inside of a robot, basically. So they took these sick kids, they moved their consciousness into these adult robots, and they're kind of the main center. But like, this has never, in any of the lore that I've read, this has never existed, and maybe this is going to be the only time it ever existed, because I'm sure that Prodigy is not going to survive this season, and I hope not, because the owner's a douchebag. But we haven't seen this technology before, and you would think throughout the 500-600 years of alien movies that they go through that this would have maybe been mentioned. Because before, all we had the cyborgs, which is what Timothy Oliphant's character is, and then they have the synthetics, and the synthetics are like pure robot. The cyborgs are humanoid robots. And I don't know. There's a lot to unfold there, but I'm interested to see on where they go. Like, it's weird having the kids in the robot bodies, and they're still acting like kids, and I'm like, a lot of them are probably going to die, and they were just like cancer kids that they put in these robot bodies. Because the xenomorph doesn't care. The xenomorph will kill them all. He doesn't care.
Right.
But overall, again, the aesthetic has been really good. Even like, so the first, 5 minutes of the first episode where they're on the ship, it felt exactly like the first Alien movie. Like, everything about it looked amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I'm
My
excited.
thing is, though, still, we know technology is better. So
Mhm.
why are they still using some of the tech we have? You know
Yes.
what I mean? They're walking around with the iPad,
Yeah,
and it's like they're gonna have literally chips in their brain by then.
right. Well, and it's the Star Trek argument, is like a good portion of their technology that they use that was so futuristic in the 60s or 70s whenever Star Trek debuted. We've surpassed that already.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought about that when I was watching old Doctor Who too.
Mhm.
But no, even watching the first Alien, like
Yeah.
everything looks so 70s.
Right. And you can make the argument for the ship. So the ship looks older and like all that, which you could kind of make the argument that, like, the spacecraft that we travel in right now into space, is very close quarters. I mean, the technology is good and everything, but you could kind of, I guess, make the argument that they went low budget on building these science vessels. But you're right. It's just, the technology is like, the gap is just crazy. But you have to stay consistent. If you're going to do a prequel to Alien,
you can't
it
act
has
like
to
it's
look.
in this universe either. Like,
No.
it's not like where we're at right now, too. But I guess people aren't thinking as deep into it as we are. So
No. Well, and there's 5 companies that they say own Earth, and they all own different continents or countries or something. And the only one we knew of before was Weyland-Yutani. Prodigy is, I guess, a newer one. They said it was within the last 10 years this company surfaced, which created the hybrid humans. But I looked into the other companies. I was like, okay, did these exist in lore or whatever? So nobody knows anything about them. So this is the first introduction we're having, and I have a feeling throughout the next 2 or 3 seasons, if they get more, we're going to learn more about these other companies too. But Prodigy, like I said, the CEO or owner, whatever, he's a douchebag. I hope he gets killed by his xenomorph
he was
violently.
terrible.
And he's got an island called Neverland. Okay? Creepy vibes. Creepy vibes. He's abducting, cancer children. I don't know, man. It's like some Epstein shit.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Yeah, probably. But overall, the show's been very good, and this is one of the few shows that I've seen that where it's kind of like I guess I'd call it a revival, but like a continuation where the critics loved it more than the audience did. I mean, the audience still loved it, but the critics gave it a much higher score on Rotten Tomatoes, which surprised me actually. 'Cause normally they're like, this sucks, but then the true fans are like, yeah, it's sticking with the lore, it's doing all the stuff. But yeah, the critics are raving.
Retcon some things though.
Yeah. But yeah, the critics are raving right now. I think it's a really good show. I'm excited to watch episode 3. I think they're doing 8 episodes total. And
That's the standard now for streaming services.
well, yeah, nobody's got time for 24 episodes anymore.
Yeah, I kind of like that it's not 23 episodes, but at the same time, it's like 8 episodes, and you don't see it for 2 years.
That's the problem.
And
That is 100% the problem.
because I'm probably gonna watch Fallout from the beginning.
Yep.
Because I just feel I kind of just want to wait till all the seasons are out for things now.
Hmm.
Because it's just I just need to know what's next.
Well, speaking of Fallout, I sent you they released the trailer for season 2 today. Teaser
Yeah,
trailer.
and they're in Vegas.
New Vegas, baby.
Yeah, and what's the dude? They cast what's his name? The dude with the mustache.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dude with the mustache.
Yeah.
Macaulay
Like the top-
Culkin?
No, in Fallout, he looks just like he does in the video game.
Oh, you're talking. Okay, the guy who was in the chair.
Yeah,
I don't know the actor's name.
but he looked just like That's what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
they really do everything accurately here. It looks like New Vegas. It even when you're in the casino and his lounge and stuff like that, it looked just like the video game. Like it's
Yes.
set up just like the video game.
Right, and that's what I really liked was when I was watching that. I remember going into that room, and it
Yeah.
looks exactly the same. Like they ripped it straight from the game, and they need to keep doing that. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but yes, Macaulay Culkin is in season 2.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, so that's always fun. I like to see that he's getting work.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he could have got work anytime he wanted. I think he
Yeah,
just didn't want to work, but he's I'm assuming he's a video gamer. He's our age.
yeah,
And so I'm assuming he's like, yeah, I'll take a Fallout.
yeah. Fallout, yes, please sign me up. And I'm sure he's just got I don't want to say a bit part, but he's got a side character part for sure.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it'll be fun to watch him in all his glory, and I'm so excited to see New Vegas because Fallout New Vegas was my favorite of the Fallout games. It was the best
Oh,
one.
it is the best one.
It had the best story.
They are working on Fallout 5 now.
Matthew Perry voiced the what's the guy's name? The guy in the checkered suit who shoots you in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew Perry voiced him because he was a big fan of Fallout, and then they found that out and asked him to come and voice the bad guy. Benny. Benny was his name.
Benny, yeah.
But we saw the Caesar's Legion was in the trailer.
Yep.
They just gave it. We haven't seen the whole thing yet, but there will be a Deathclaw in this season.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you're not a gamer and you don't know what I'm talking about, Deathclaw is like the ultimate badass monster that will kill you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's like if you're on a it's kind of like
It's like a moose.
Yeah, he's like if you're playing a video game and you're too low and you're just getting your ass kicked, so you go to a part of the map that's higher level, that's where Deathclaw's at.
Yeah.
When you're just kind of not in your area you're supposed to be in, you kind of wander off.
Yeah.
And you wander off to a level that's way higher than you, and you just get killed like that. That's Deathclaw.
Deathclaws are they're terrifying, and most of the time you run. That's all you do. You run from a Deathclaw. It murders you.
Or you find a glitch to where the Deathclaw can't move, and then you just shoot him through the wall or something like that.
Mini nukes work well.
Yeah.
If you got a mini nuke, they usually help. But yeah, I was excited because I want to see if they're going to introduce super mutants in this season, because that was missing from the first one. I shouldn't say missing; that had not been introduced yet. Super mutants are one I want to see. The Deathclaw, which we're getting, which is awesome because that wasn't in the first season.
The first season is mostly about the bandits, I think. They
Yeah.
did have. Well, didn't they have a Deathclaw in the first one?
No, there was no Deathclaw.
What was in
Nope.
the cave?
That was the Yao Guy.
See, that's what. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Yes, okay, that's like a bear type.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and that's why I need to watch the first season again because I forget stuff. But now that Adam is refreshing me, it's like, oh yeah. Steph, what do you think of Fallout and Alien?
I have no opinion. We have been doing this podcast now for 22 minutes, and I think I have zoned out for about 20 of them because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Steph used to make fun of me for watching Alien because I'd be like, "Oh, I love horror movies," and she was like, "You like sci-fi movies?" Oh.
Yeah, there's a complete difference.
No, Alien's a space horror.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there's
There's
some
sci-fi
good
horror.
Space horror out there. Mainly Jason goes to Jason X.
Yeah.
What?
Leprechaun in space.
Leprechaun,
What?
yeah, that's a good one. Leprechaun in
Yeah.
the Hood.
No.
Hellraiser
No.
Bloodlines. Terrible
Yeah,
fucking
you
movie.
gotta play. What's that game?
Which one?
The
Alien
space
Isolation?
horror game.
Dead Space.
Dead Space. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Take your word on that.
We gotta
I
get
don't-
Steph playing video games.
Huh?
We gotta get Steph playing video games. I'm gonna tell Steve, get her playing video games because she doesn't know what the hell we're talking about. Just the popular ones.
I know Mario Kart.
Yeah, so, that's a game.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I know. I do not play video games. I've told you this before. I don't understand how to work the controller, so I get frustrated.
Poor Steve.
Oh, whatever. Then he doesn't have to play with me. Are you kidding? Like, leave him alone.
That's not what I heard.
Mm-mm.
So he plays the video games when I go to bed because I go to bed earlier, and yeah,
Yeah. Fair enough.
works out
Well,
for him.
I'm gonna have to tell him, get you into video games, be like, hey, introduce her to Fallout, maybe some Twisted Metal, something like that, which we'll talk about Twisted Metal in a little bit.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that. We started, I kind of jumped in. He watches it, and realistically, he would be better on this podcast probably than I would for you guys, but that's okay. We started watching it, and then I was like, I don't understand any of this.
Twisted Metal?
He tried to get me to play
Not much
that
to
Harry
it.
Potter game. I don't know.
Harry Potter Legacy or whatever.
It's like playing
Yeah.
Harry Potter. So yeah, Twisted Metal. I am 7 episodes in the new one. Waiting for the next episode. So Steph, Twisted Metal is a video game where a bunch of
Yes.
cars try to kill each other,
Mhm.
and us kids used to play it for hours and hours and hours because it was probably one of the funnest games of all time.
The
Um,
best.
yeah,
Twisted Metal 2 was my favorite.
I like the first season of Twisted Metal. This season's okay. They got kind of the tournament going on now. My thing is, I wish it was a little more supernatural, kind of. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of straightforward. Everybody's, Grimm's got a what's it called? The thing that the Grim
The
Reaper
scythe?
has.
Yeah.
Scythe, and there's missiles and guns and stuff like that.
I will say though that Grimm when so like the first time he kills somebody and like steals their soul and everything, and I was like, oh shit, this is a little supernatural.
Yeah,
And then
that's
like
what they were making fun of, and I was like, well, that's the way it should be, though.
and then but then later when Stephanie Beatrice like they're in the car and they see he like killed somebody and then they're like then he's like sucking out the soul and they're showing what like he sees and that shows like what they see and he's just like blah, 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 blah. That was so fun. It cracked me up.
I do like the.
I do
baby.
miss the supernatural stuff because who was the one he was in the tank and he was from hell.
Yeah,
I can't remember his
it's
name.
been so long. But the baby's supernatural. I'll tell you that. I forget the baby's name, but
I haven't gotten to the baby yet.
I don't like what they're doing with Baby Doll.
Oh yeah,
I think that's kind of dumb.
yeah. So I'm only 3 episodes in. It's been entertaining still.
Yeah, but you see what they're doing with Baby Doll.
I see what they're doing. Yes.
Third episode, and it's like they're just kind of trying to shoehorn her in. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I like that they've introduced new characters. Axel was pretty cool.
Axel's pretty cool, and it's funny. I don't know. You probably haven't seen that part where he's literally drinking water out of a gas can.
I did see that. Yeah.
That was great.
One of the
Well, so Steph, Axel is this guy that literally just has his arms out, and he's like just this dude in 2 tires,
yeah.
and he's just this
What?
big ripped black dude.
His arms are in these 2 giant tires, and he drives around like that. That's his vehicle.
So that's why it's funny if he drinks the gas can, because it's like he's fueling up the car,
Hmm.
because it's just him. You get it?
I might have to. That might be something that I have to see. In
You're gonna have to
person.
watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
Speaking of, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say one more part that with Axel that was hilarious was after they kill that scientist and everything, and they're like accusing him of being racist. They kill him, and they're
Yeah.
like to the guy, he's like, "Hey, everything's fine now." Like we kill. He's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to use your big boy voice." And they're like, "We killed the guy. You're free to go." And he's like, "Oh, good looking out," and just drives away.
I think they are taking cues from the boys.
They are.
Though as the show goes on, you'll see more and more. They're definitely taking cues from the boys,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not opposed to entirely. But yeah, it's okay. I like the first season better.
First season was great.
I was hoping the tournament would be better. It's just basically, it's not really like the actual game.
It's kind of hard though because you can't just have them killing each other because then like where's the repeat? You know.
I don't know, but I'd like that.
Sure.
You
How
know,
are they gonna do more seasons?
This might be last season. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Who knows? Yeah, Nev Campbell obviously didn't want to do the second season.
No, she's not in it.
Steph, what is your take on on Twisted Metal? I always want to say Metal Gear because I'm Metal Gear nut. What is your take on Twisted Metal?
Well, I only saw like 15 minutes of it, so I don't know. It was interesting. I'm curious, like, I mean, it's something that I'd probably watch, but I don't know. I didn't know enough, so I like couldn't really like
Yeah.
pick up on it. So I was very confused.
Well, it's
By it.
post-apocalyptic show.
Right. It was pretty intense. You know what, maybe I'll try to watch it over the next week and give you some better feedback. But I also don't like a lot of gore, and I feel like there was some gore in there that wasn't for
Oh,
me.
you
It's-
don't like the boys then?
Yeah, it's not that bad, but
It's not as bad as it can be. Yeah.
no. But yeah, it is a little bloody at times. Although
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth's been rocking it, but like he was
Yeah.
only in the first episode for me so far.
It's, uh, yeah, my head does burn every time I see Sweet Tooth, though.
Yeah. Well, he was great, and then Steph would hate him because he's a clown. But
Yeah, that's the best. That's what I want to see Steph watching, Sweet Tooth.
it's voiced by Will Arnett and it's played by
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. I want to call him Jason Momoa, but no, Samoa Joe.
So he's a clown and there's gore. I think that this is not the show for me.
And he's
You would
a
like
serial-
it.
He's
It's
a serial killer clown.
it's actually really good.
Hold on, I'm texting Steve
He-
right
he's
now.
he's a maniac clown.
Yeah, and he's the best. Like when he murders somebody, and then they're like, "Oh, I'll tell him the garbage man was here," and he's like, "What? Who's the garbage man?"
I don't know why Will Arnett voiced him. Just let Samoa Joe voice him.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
know. Is Samoa Joe like I don't know
He's a pro
Samoa Joe's
wrestler.
voice? Yeah, well I know that, but like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've never heard him talk. Like, does he have an accent? Is he like the Mountain?
No, I mean he's a Samoan
Was a
wrestler.
big Swedish guy?
Like he looks like a Samoan wrestler,
Sure.
but his voice is kind of New Yorkish.
But I think Will Arnett has the better delivery. That's probably why they did it.
All right.
Will Arnett's the best.
I like Will
Uh,
Arnett. I'd rather.
Wait, have you guys watched that new movie? I don't know if it's new actually. Friendship
No.
with Paul Rudd and I want to say his name is Tim Robbins. I don't know. He's on the
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I forget
French?
what is.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
So I
It's
watched
the dude
some
with
of
all
it.
Adam, you'd probably like his show on Netflix. You should probably leave. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called.
yeah.
Because it's definitely the ADHD crowd really loves it. I'll just
Yes,
tell you that.
it makes me feel very awkward, and I don't love it. There's certain things. So our cousin Derek told me to try it, and there's a couple really good skits in there, but then there's some where I'm like, what the fuck am I even watching?
Yeah.
Um,
That's why you have to have a special sense of humor.
Oh,
Yeah.
John Glazer's in it? Okay, I already know.
So
Okay.
I watched some of it. I fell asleep. I like woke up at like 1 in the morning and started watching it, which was really not a good idea. And it's like that. What is his name? Is it Tim Robbins?
Yeah, Tim Robinson.
Robinson. He is
Yeah.
like so fucking awkward. Like I thought Paul Rudd, who can do no wrong in my book, by the way,
No.
was awkward in his movies like I Love You Man and all that. No, this man like trumps him so hard, and I'm just like I can't. Like it's cringy to me to watch this guy try to make friends, and I'm.
What's the premise of this show?
It's like this guy lives in the neighborhood. Him and his wife, Kate Mara, are trying to sell their home, but then he like gets a package that's his new neighbors, and he brings it over, and the guy like is like, "Oh, you should come hang out." Well, Tim Robinson is just like fucking weird in all aspects of his like he can't make friends because he's so weird. And like at one point, there's a part where he like sticks a bar of soap in his mouth in front of all of Paul Rudd's friends. He's like, "I'm a good boy. I'm sorry. I'm a bad boy. I'm sorry." Like it's so cringeworthy. It's
Sounds
just like,
creepy.
yeah, it is, and that's a good word to describe it. And like, it made me so mad. I had to turn it off. But like, I think it's something you guys would probably like.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll look at
Um,
it. I've gotta work on watching the Hunting Wives you talked about last time you were on.
Yeah. Still a great show. I've had many people reach out about it because they're like, "Oh, we know you talked about this like with just like in general," and I'm like,
In the
it's
podcast.
weird.
You should tell them to watch
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah. Our
Yeah, and then you can review it in the podcast.
there you go. Our sister-in-law Erica, I had asked her if she had seen it, and she's like, "No, but I heard it's pretty racy." And I forget what show she compared it to, and I was like, "This way worse." I was like, "Just be prepared that like it's pretty much all sex the entire time."
It sounds sexy.
It's a very sexy show. It's not a sexy show that you guys will not have seen, but is very popular and trendy right now. Is The Summer I Turned Pretty. So it follows a girl who's known these two boys her whole life. Their parents are best friends, and she's in love with the older brother, but is with the younger brother, but lost her virginity to the older brother, but is now engaged to the younger brother. It's this whole like weird thing. And Erica also told me about this one, and I like didn't want to watch it for a while because I was like, I don't know, this doesn't seem like my jam. But now I'm like, there's only a couple episodes left. I'm like, I just want to know how it ends. It's not great, but it is at the same time, if that makes sense. It's intriguing.
I don't know any of
Are
these
there any aliens
actors.
in it?
You know, I don't
Or Killer
think
Carl?
so. I love how like Aliens is. Sorry guys, I'm so uncomfortable if you see me moving around. I love how Aliens has been like the premise of the shows that I've been on the last 2 times.
Speaking of aliens, what's up with this mothership? Like, all of
It's
a
a-
sudden, they're like, it's going to be here in 2 weeks now, and then there's, like, no information.
It's a
No.
comet. It's not.
So I was watching Star Talk, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking to one of the guys from NASA who like watches the interstellar objects as they come through. This is like the 3rd one or something they've seen, and it's like total. There's been a total of 7, but this is like the 3rd major one. And he was saying that like the changes in speed and everything are from like gas pockets exploding on the comet. So he's like, that's most likely what it is. And so like they've been saying like these kinds of things happen. It just got blown out of proportion. But like the problem is like all I get is clickbait now about that, and it's like, oh, there's
Yep.
aliens coming. I'm like, dude, fuck you. No, there's not. You don't know shit.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
get a-
really aliens, though.
We know. I get a lot of clickbait. Sorry, those
Yeah.
had to do it. I get a lot of clickbait, and I don't click on it, but I read the comments because there's always somebody in there who's like, okay, this is what it actually says, so I don't have to like click on it. Which has been very helpful and a great hack. And everyone's like, it's a fucking comment. Like,
Yeah. Well, and you know what? For all the people who say like, "Oh, your phone doesn't actually listen to you," I think it was 2 episodes ago when I told Rick, and I was like, "Hey, Rick, yeah, you love Asian women and all that." My phone started sending me dating sites with Asian women on them, and I was like, "Not
Oh,
me,
my phone
Rick."
I go on Facebook, and it sends me dating sites, or I've got hired by Sophia Health to teach yoga on there. So I went on the website, and so I keep getting ads for Sophia Health. It's
Yeah,
quite annoying.
yeah. But all of a sudden, I was just getting dating sites sent to me through Facebook, and it was like the normal dating sites, but it had all these Asian women on it, and I was like, "Dude, come on."
Yeah, but send me them, though.
Yeah, I'll forward
I
them to you.
I still get all the like
Not
the
even my type.
The Facebook dating,
It's my,
like I'll get like hearts, and I'm like, I'm not even on this. How are people sending me things?
Is that
Like, I don't-
Zeusk?
No, it's Facebook dating.
Oh. Used
They're
to be
probably-
Zeusk.
Oh, they're probably like, this girl's been on every dating site possible.
They're
Let's
Indian.
try this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Indian
aliens.
folk, they just throw hearts at you and go, "Love you, baby," and they're just like, so cute, and then they send like a heart or something like that.
See, they send you
Or
hearts. They
say,
send
"Sexy
me.
baby."
They send you hearts. They send me LinkedIn requests asking them to help them find a job in some type of data field.
They ask me.
Like, oh, I need IT job. Sorry,
they
man,
ask me
can't help
if I
you.
have Cash App.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they do that to you too.
Yeah. I haven't had those.
So apparently the internet is like 70% bots now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the dead internet theory. Like,
No.
no one's really on the internet anymore. Everything is bots.
You can tell some of the Facebook posts that are out there, they're just bots.
You know what my favorite bots are the random text message you get where they're like, "Are we on for golf tomorrow?"
Oh yeah, those.
And now like they've gotten better, and I just start to play back with them, and I'm like, all right,
Oh,
let's.
don't do that because then they'll know it's active.
Oh,
Yeah, I was doing that, but they really get me though sometimes though when they're like, "Oh, your automatic payment through PayPal just went through," and I'm just like, "What?"
yeah,
But it's like
Yeah.
it's like some obscure email address. It's like check
Yeah.
the email address first.
You have unpaid tolls. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That
They did
happened.
that for a little bit.
We had when we switched out the iPass to like the little sticker that we have now. Um, it happened like right after I switched it out, and I screenshot it and sent it to our dad, and I was like, I don't think this is real. He's like, yeah, Steph, it's in Connecticut. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just making sure.
I
Like,
miss the days of the Chinese spies trying to like just manipulate us by being hot women. Did you ever hear that story? Like it was back in 2010 or something like that, where like a Chinese spy like tried to sue America because like the soldiers they were trying to like manipulate and everything were saying so much fucked up shit to them that they were traumatized. Like they were
no.
telling, yeah. So this Chinese spy was like just so offended by like what happened because he was like pretending to be this hot girl and like catfishing to like get information from soldiers, and the soldiers were like telling him things like, oh yeah, go get a wine bottle and stick it up your ass and stuff like that.
Oh
This
my
dude,
God.
and this dude was just so fucked up by it. He like tried to sue America for it. Oh,
Oh,
that's how they use bots.
I had one the other day or a couple of months ago, and I'm in real estate. So he's like, hey, I got your number from my daughter. I'm interested in buying a house. And I started the whole process. I'm like, okay, well, tell me what you're looking for. Are you pre-approved? Blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
And he went along with it. And I was like, okay, it might be legit. And I go, hey, what's your email? And I go, I need that in order to be able to send you stuff. And he kept going. And I was like, all right, this isn't real. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for a $3 million home. Where do you think that the best place to be is? And I started like naming things off to see if he would pick up on it.
Yeah.
He didn't. But then I was like, God damn, they're getting good. They know
Yeah.
how to get me. I got really excited. I was like, all right, a $3 million buyer, let's fucking go. And then I was like,
Well, the ones that like sometimes they get me is they start with the like, hey, and then I'm like, hello, who is this? They're like, oh, is this so and so? I'm like, no, and they're like, oh, well, I just wanted to, you seem pretty cool. Like, let's talk. I'm like, nope. I'm like, you're fucking lying. I know that already. I'm not that much fun to talk to.
The sad part is they're gonna get better
Uh huh.
yeah.
eventually.
They're gonna get very good. They're gonna get very good. I don't know, man. AI creeps me out a little bit. I love it because I use it all the time, but it creeps me out.
Um. Yeah.
I'm going to bring back something that I've asked you guys to watch, and you haven't, and I don't
Nope.
think you will. I know you started it, but Lucifer, still
Uh-huh.
catching up on it. I think I'm on like season 4,
What do you
maybe.
mean?
I don't
Why
know.
wouldn't we watch Lucifer?
We've seen all Lucifer all the way through.
Oh, you have? I thought you
Yeah.
guys said you
It's a
didn't like
comic
it.
book.
Loved it.
Yeah, but did you watch the full show?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't watch the show.
I watched it from episode 1 to the end.
I
Oh, I
didn't
thought
watch the full show because I thought it got annoying, but
Yeah,
watch
maybe
it.
then it was you, Rick, that we had that conversation.
Yeah, no, I watched it all the way to the end.
I mean, it's definitely like dragging out now, and it's like, let's just end
That's
it.
what I'm saying. It
but-
got pretty boring.
Yeah, I'm like,
When it got onto Netflix, they picked it back up, but they only did the 10 episodes. They didn't drag it out for 24.
yeah, like I'm on the part where, so his brother came in, and it's so weird to watch
Which
him
brother?
with Michael. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
his twin. But it's so weird to watch him like try to do like an American accent and just be like, I don't know, it's like slimy almost.
I liked when they brought Michael into it. I
Well,
thought
I
it
don't
was
like, I don't like
interesting.
the girl.
The
Chloe?
main character.
She's annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, and the show is very different from the comics. In the comics, he was not like helping detectives or anything like that. He was not he wasn't a consultant for the police. He was basically just like living out his life. The only things that like really carried over was him owning the nightclub Lux, and being very promiscuous with everybody. But like he was never part of the detective group or anything like that. They made that just for the show. But
We have a special guest right now, Rick's dog.
the Chihuahua,
That is the noise that you're hearing in the background.
Those angry little demon dogs.
Yep.
She is not. She is the sweetest. See,
Chihuahuas
literally,
are demons.
Listen, Tito used to bite my ear a lot.
she's not nothing like Tito.
No?
No,
Tito was
she,
mean.
She would not bite. She actually just wants attention, and
Tito-
then, she'll steal it all.
Tito fucking loved me and still bit me all the time. Like, Tito would sit on my shoulder like he was a parrot. And I was a pirate. He would sit on my shoulder and just hang out with me. And if I tried to move, he'd be like, "No, motherfucker. Like, you stay right here." I'm like, "Son of a bitch."
She's
It's a
just got a
Napoleon
collapsing
complex.
trachea,
Oh.
so she makes she snorts a lot.
I do miss Tito, though. I love that dog.
Tito was good. I do have a cat that bites me all the time. Like he wants affection and love, and then he'll bite me.
Hmm.
And it's
That's
like,
what they
"Fuck,
do."
dude.
We'll be sitting on the couch and Frank will reach up between us and he'll take his claws and he'll just go boom and then disappear and then do it again and it hurts. We
Yeah.
clip his claws too.
Animals are assholes. I love them.
I want a raccoon. I just want to
I
have a
want a pet.
raccoon.
There
I
is.
want a penguin.
So when I go to PetSmart, sometimes there's people that bring in the raccoon.
Yeah. Because they're sweet little animals.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's-
thinks they're just little trash pandas, but they're
The
adorable.
woman who owns the smoke shop down the street from me, their mom has a raccoon. Apparently, they're sweet as hell.
Yeah, they're like the nicest pets. You just have to get them when they're babies, and they are a lot of work.
And before they get rabies.
Do you know
Like,
people
it's-
used to own squirrels? Like some people still have squirrels, but that used to be like a regular house pet was a squirrel.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like back in like the 1800s.
I could see it. I could see
It's
it
like a
'cause people
cat.
have like ferrets and stuff, and those are
Yeah.
gross little animals.
We had in Carbondale when I was down there, the squirrels were really friendly, but that's probably because we fed them a bunch of nicotine because we were all smoking and
Oh, if you feed them,
flicking
they'll
their
come up
butts.
to you.
Yeah.
For sure.
We had
And
a
they're smart,
duck.
too.
Yeah, we had a
They'll,
duck
like-
on the dock that came up to us the other day and was playing with us. I wanted to pet it, but they told me not to.
You remember the black squirrels at EIU?
Yeah.
Those things
Oh
were
yeah,
like,
the EIU squirrels would just
oh, they didn't give a
Right.
shit. They
Yeah.
come sit on the park bench next to you.
yeah. Well, it's a thing. You acclimatize to you. The squirrels in my yard like to tease my dog. It's kind of like Chip and Dale, and they throw acorns at him, and then they know that he can't get them.
That's mean.
Yeah, we got coyotes and skunks around here. Don't love either of those.
I did watch the Biggest Loser doc.
Yeah,
And it's what you'd expect, really. It's a show that doesn't really care about the people,
hmm
just wanting to do it for entertainment. It was like at the time, the percentage of obese people in America was like 30%, and now it's like 45%. Like, because the show made it look like you had to lose weight in an unhealthy way.
yeah.
So people got onto that. And my thing was his name Bill or Bob? Bill, the main dude.
hmm
So the doctor that was there at the beginning, he said don't give them 800 calorie diets and don't like overwork them like you're doing. And then they're like, "Oh, he thinks he knows everything." It's like,
Yeah,
I think that sounds pretty reasonable, actually. But I mean, there's some people that like lost weight then gained it back, and there's some people that did maintain the weight loss. But
yeah. Well, and I
It's
told
all-
you. Sorry, go ahead.
I was
There
going
you
to say,
go.
it's all about habits and sticking with those habits. So, yes, you can buy that shit.
it's more than that. So, see, Steph, you're not the type of person that has what's called food noise. Food noise is where you have this stuff in your head just going all the time saying, eat, eat. It's not about habits or what you feeling. So that's why some people think they know, but it's because they're not going through what the people that are having this hard time are going through. And it's not really just the habit. It's really something mental going on. I don't think people realize that because you have these trainers say, "Oh, you just got to do this and that." And it's like, no, you're not understanding. People are trying to do that, but there's like this gnawing at your brain to like self-soothe with eating, and it's really wild. And that's what. So I started taking GLP-1, and that's what GLP-1 kind of does is it gets rid of that food noise. I've lost about 8 pounds since I've been on it. And it really kind of, because it's something about your body, and I don't know if it has something to do with the food they've been feeding us. Because literally, like Doritos has like a chemical in it to make it addictive. They've openly admitted that. And so you'll see there's people that don't gain a lot of weight and they'll eat like a couple bites of their sandwich and say, "Oh, I'm full." No, I see the sandwich and I'm like, I really got to keep eating, And so that's the thing that people don't really understand what's actually going on because they're not trying to understand the experience. That's the same thing with a lot of things. Just like I don't understand the experience of a woman, So you can't expect me, just like I can't expect you to understand my experience. You can't expect me to understand what it's like to have a baby or have my period or be oppressed by the patriarch, even though I kind of am, but be oppressed by the patriarch. It's like we're mad that people don't understand my experience, but it's really hard for people to actually try to understand that, especially neurotypical people. They don't try to understand anything. But anyways, but
Sure.
Well, I feel attacked on that one. But
I'm
all
just being
right.
honest.
I mean,
I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just being honest. Like people don't understand that experience. I mean,
I like watching the fat people travel tips on TikTok because that makes me feel good about myself. But I'm also a little fucked up in my head, so it's all
You
right.
see the Always Sunny when Sweet D's like waiting for Frank to die, and she was like, "I'm going to go down to Brazil and get a big badonkadonk."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm going to get 2 airport seats, or airplane seats. You know what I mean? So I'm going to
Yeah.
get a big badonkadonk."
Going back to The Biggest Loser, my a friend of mine from high school was on the show. I think she said she was in season 14. She was always cool, and like we were in the same friend group and stuff. And she kind of made like a little Facebook statement when the doc came out, and she said, she wasn't like interested in watching it only because her experience she feels was different than what they were trying to portray. And she was like yeah, we did like 6 to 8 hours a day of just like fitness training and everything and all that. She didn't say anything about like what the calories are they're eating. And when you bring that up about the guy saying like, listen, you can't just give them 800 calories a day, like 100%, that's completely accurate. Like you have to maintain your calorie count. And like if you go on any fitness app and you're eating less than like what the recommended is, they will like tell you like you need to eat more food. Like it is an
Right.
important piece of it.
Right.
Like eat more food, but eat better food. Like you can fill yourself up on chicken and quinoa, but it's so it was interesting to hear kind of her perspective. She was like, "Hey, I didn't have a bad experience. Everyone was very supportive. I had like a great team that like worked with me and all that." When she was like 6 to 8 hours a day, I'm like, it's just basic training. That's all it
But I
was.
think you're kind of saying what Steph was saying about the good habits,
Yeah,
and it's more like I think when you're at that point, I think it is an addiction like anything else.
sure. No, I'm not denying that there's any
And
type of food addiction.
you know, and it's like, yes, I know I just have to eat healthy, but for some reason, and I'm not saying like me personally, but trying to put myself in that experience of somebody, it's like, well, yeah, duh, I got to eat healthy, but no, I understand what you're saying. But the thing about something like The Biggest Loser is you have that support and somebody
Telling you
there
what to
with
do.
you. You know,
Well, so and you got to look at everybody's basic metabolic rate, or BMR as it's known, is different, and
I
based
don't
on
even think that's true.
it is,
I don't
it's
think any of
100%
that's
different.
true. I
Wait,
think it's more
I think you're
some
wrong.
people are
It's
naturally able
completely
to
true.
just eat less, and some people have a very hard time with that.
What your eating habits are is different than like, hey, this is what my body burns calories at rest.
All it
Yeah.
is the amount of calories that you eat. It doesn't matter what your metabolic rate is.
It does
If
matter.
you
That
eat,
does matter 100%.
if you eat, I don't trust science.
I know you
Really, I
don't
think
trust
it's just a
science, but
matter.
that's
I think it's a
ridiculous.
matter of numbers.
Yeah.
You are supposed to eat this much to lose weight. You eat this much to maintain weight, and you eat this much to gain weight. And you will, and that's all it is. And if you exercise, that's more food you can eat. It's really a numbers game.
But you have to know like what your limit is, and if you're listening to anybody who has been in the business, nutritionist, whatever, they'll tell you what you have to do is you have to keep a journal and you have to write down everything you eat, every calorie you eat, for like weeks at a time, and you have
Right.
to, and then you look at the scale and you say, did I go up or did I go down? If you went up, cool, let's decrease that, and then you have to like figure out where it really is. Can you get it 100% from like an app? No, but depending on where you're at. So like for me, I'm like, I know that my Samsung Fitness app tells me, hey, 2000 is your BMR. So I'm like, all right, cool, 2000, give or take maybe 100 or 200. I'm in the ballpark right there. So that's where I kind of take it. But like, if I were to be like 100% serious and be like, I want to be fucking fit, I would keep a journal of everything I ate. But I don't do that because I also know that if I know for me personally with my genetics that if I just eat better and I exercise a few times a week, I will lose weight. I'm down
Well, that's the
18
same for
pounds.
everybody, though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There is no difference between you and anybody else. That's what it comes down to. But even if it's not even exercise that's going to help you lose weight, exercise ain't going to do nothing for you.
Exercise does
What's
do
going to
something
help
for you.
you is to train, to have goals and train for that goal. If you just go and exercise, that ain't going to do shit for you. You have to have a goal and train for that specific goal.
So I agree and I disagree with you. So I agree that like
But I'm right, though. You can't disagree.
I'm not saying
'cause
you're not.
right.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying no. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that you're 100% right.
I know I'm
and,
right.
Right. So when you, here's the thing. If you are going out and you're doing the bare minimum and calling it exercise, it's not doing much for you. If you are going and
It's
lifting
not
weights
even
to
that.
muscle failure, you are growing your muscle. That muscle is eating more. It is helping you. If you are going and you are just like, if you're going hard and pushing yourself to your limits, it is going to do something. But conversely, I've also had people telling me, listen, anything you go out and do that's not sitting on the couch and watching TV is progress that you've made.
It's not even that. You have to be training towards something. You can't just be doing it. You can't just be going out and reaching muscle failure. What is my purpose of doing that? Because you have to know if I'm doing that, then what do I need to do around that as well? So
Well-
it needs to be more nuanced. But really, you don't have to exercise at all. You can just
You
Eat
could just eat better. Yes.
you're going to lose muscle
Yes.
if you don't exercise.
Well, it
Which
also
is-
helps your cardiovascular system, and it helps you to stay healthier if you exercise. It helps
Right.
your heart. So,
But genetics is going to play a role in that too, because if you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to have a heart attack. It doesn't matter. I've seen the fittest guys have a stroke in their
Yeah.
50s. I've seen the fittest guys have a heart attack in their 50s and 60s.
I won't argue with you on that one. That genetics plays a huge part in the way that you look and how you are and how in shape you can get. Like, I know that like my metabolism is pretty decent, but I also overeat like shit, which I've been working on and I'm doing better.
Who
But
who who lived longer, Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair?
Ric Flair,
Yeah,
Ric
the
Flair.
dude gets drunk every fucking night and eats nothing but pasta.
Well, so my ex girlfriend's dad used to run marathons and everything, and then he ended up having some heart issues, even though he was running 26 miles like a couple times a year. You know, like
Yeah.
there's never a guarantee on anything. You know, for me, one of the reasons that I'm really getting into the fitness again is that I've noticed that like my resting heart rate is generally elevated. A lot of that is stress, and I'll admit that. And I'm gonna start watching your fucking yoga videos so I can reduce that.
You
But
should.
yeah, I probably will. But in any case, my heart rate at rest is above where it should be, and I was like, I need to get myself in shape because I want to be here for my
Warriors
kids.
Rest wrote yoga on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Good plug. So I am like really working on my cardio system in a healthy way. Now my problem is I still have the military mindset where I can push myself beyond my limits, but I'm also near 40 right now, and that's starting to get a little bit. It can be a little
Yeah.
dangerous. So I've
You know,
been
I
pushing
think that's
myself a
the
little
thing
hard.
about the military is it pushes you, but like you're training for war.
Hmm.
You're not training for war now.
I don't
You
know
have-
how to. I don't know how to have actual limits unless they are like legit physical limits. Like I can't lift this barbell anymore.
You have to allow yourself to be comfortable
Hmm.
in all things.
Yes.
And I do believe stress, genetics, exercise, food, teaching yourself, because I think that getting yourself in that parasympathetic nervous system as a fitness routine,
Your
and it
PNS.
should be done regularly. That's where I come in, and because I am a person,
With your
especially apparently when you have autism, you have these meltdowns. And I'm definitely a person that gets really irritable a lot. And meditation has saved my life. And it's not just meditation, but it's doing it in all things. When you're exercising, when you're working out, you do have a level where you're allowing yourself to have pain or discomfort, but you're also bringing a level of comfort to yourself in that discomfort. And I'll tell you what, if you do that in all things in life, it's going to be a game changer.
Like, I do yoga sculpt in the mornings, right? And that shit's hard. Today was actually probably one of the harder classes. I had to take breaks more than not, but I also think it's because the girl didn't let any air in, so it was 95 degrees with a full class of like 30 something people. And so it's just like, meh. But
It's not real yoga.
no, it's not real yoga. I'm aware. But we do a lot of planks, and so they'll be like, okay, just keep going.
I mean-
and they count it down.
All things
it's
can be
like-
yoga, but yeah, all things can be yoga, but like they're not because yoga is not just poses. But when you do something like that, it's just like you're doing poses plus you're doing other things,
Right.
which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think
Yeah.
there's a better thing to call that.
I mean, I can't do yoga. I already know that. I don't have the patience for it, but I love doing the sculpt because you are incorporating poses. You're constantly moving, but you're also using like lighter weights and like it's a constant move and like a strengthening. And I've seen a lot of change in myself since doing it. But it's like you're pushing yourself more and more because they'll be like, all right, hold this or do X, Y, and Z, and there's times where I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I know I only have 8 counts left, so I'm going to finish it. So it's like pushing yourself to that uncomfortableness because you know it's only going to last for a short period of time. And that's where you see the change.
Yeah. I just push weights in my friend's garage. That's what I do right now. And then I run
Well-
for a mile.
So knowing what your body type is and what works for you, I was doing another class that I really did enjoy, and it was heavy weightlifting, like 4 or 5 times a week.
Mhm.
And I didn't really see much of a change in my body type or like what I was doing. Like I felt stronger for sure. Like I could hip bridge like I think it was like 120 pounds, which is great. But I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted, and we were mixing cardio with it. So like I actually just canceled it because I've noticed with Yoga Sculpt, my personal body type works better with that type of workout, and I've seen actual change.
Sure. Yeah, and like for me, like pushing the weight and everything that I'm doing is like I'm never going to like bulk to a place where I'm just like fucking giant. That's not my body type. I know that. But pushing the weight, I'm gonna get leaner. I'm gonna get fitter. That's what my goal. Fitness is the goal. Weight is not the goal. Fitness is the goal, and that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look hot.
Yeah. Well, you're doing
So
great. You
I'm
look good.
I'm gonna
Beard needs a trim, but
do
you
some
look good.
steroids. Oh no, beard's not going.
Well, anyway, we've been talking about fitness for a while. Before we go anywhere, I do want to talk more about Superman because I watched it this weekend. I finally got to watch it. It was amazing. You did not undersell that movie at all. It was so good. It felt like it came straight from the comic book. Everything about it was Superman. I don't have many. The only complaint that I have, I don't have many complaints, but the one complaint I have is that they went back to the nerdy Clark Kent, the nerdy bumbling Clark Kent, which always has irritated me. Even with the Christopher Reeves version, Dean Cain probably played Clark Kent the best. You know, I know he's not popular right now, but he played Clark Kent the best.
Now he's really Superman.
Yeah, now careful, you get us canceled for sure.
Getting rid of those, getting rid of those invaders.
But they went back to the nerdy bumbling Superman, or sorry, nerdy bumbling Clark Kent, and I was like, God damn it! I was like, because in the comic books, he's always just kind of like a chill dude, like he's just like a normal guy report. But that's also how he maintains his mask, is like to be just average, like being like stand out, like oh this guy, he's a fucking idiot. But they did bring up the hypno glasses, which was from I think an issue in 1937. So Guy Gardner brought up the hypno glasses. So the glasses that he wears has glass from the ship he crashed in that makes people see almost an altered version of his face. Basically, makes so they don't recognize him. I thought that was cool. They included that. There was a few other things that I mean, Mr. Terrific was amazing. You were right about that.
Yeah,
He was so good.
I thought him and Guy Gardner were great.
Guy Gardner was great. I thought that David Cornsweet did a great job as Superman.
Now look him up talking about Star Wars. You'll be impressed. If you haven't,
Yeah.
look up him talking about Star Wars. You'll be impressed.
Okay, for sure.
I'm
thought
pretty sure he's autistic.
Yeah, he did a great job as Superman. He fit the part perfectly. I love that they brought back the score from the 1970s Superman movies.
A lot of people were complaining about that.
See, and the way when I heard it, like I'm wondering who was complaining because like when I hear that score, the John Williams score from Superman, I like I feel like powerful. I don't know how
I
else to
thought it
describe
was a given that they would do it.
and they never used it in the Zack Snyder verse.
Zack Snyder never used it, but
No. But and James Gunn even said he's like when I think of Superman, if I heard music playing, it's that score, and I was like, that's 100% how I feel. And the fact then they used it a lot, which I loved, and I thought it was amazing. And I think that was a huge thing using that in the movie. Crypto was awesome.
now what'd you think about Lois?
I thought Lois was good. I thought Rachel Brosnahan, I think is her name.
I thought she was a low point of the movie.
I thought she was good. I think she played a decent Lois Lane. I didn't really have any issues with it.
What did you think about Jimmy Olsen?
That was interesting. I like Jimmy, but like it was weird. Like all the girls were like attracted to him and all that, and he was always kind of like the nerdy sidekick almost in the Superman comics. I thought it was kind of funny that like for some reason he has this attraction to him.
Yeah.
And
So-
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And I was gonna say, and as far as Lex Luthor goes, I still prefer Michael Rosenbaum, but Nicholas Hoult did a pretty good job.
I thought he was the highlight of the movie.
They did a good job, like with
And it's
not.
hard to pick.
Sorry, I was just saying, like I
It's hard
thought
to
it.
pick a good Lex. It's hard to pick a good Lex, but like the hate he had for Superman,
Mhm.
you can feel that, and
Yes.
that's what made him probably up there with top Lex Luthors. Um, I guess there isn't too many bad Lex Luthors though. I think every one of them, even Kevin Spacey,
Yeah,
God rest his soul, his uh, his creepy soul, did a great job. I actually did really like his version too. So
Yeah.
there's not. I guess
Jesse
I
Eisenberg
guess
wasn't great.
no. Yeah, that was the one bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, and I love that they didn't do like a ton of exposition in there. It was kind of like they expect you to come into the movie knowing a little bit about Superman. And they were just like, "Hey, like you know who these characters are. Don't even." But like,
Yeah, you've watched it enough.
and like the only exposition he really gave about his hate for Superman is just that, humans were doing okay. He came to Earth and made it look like we were all inferior, and he wanted to prove that humans are superior to whoever he was.
Yeah,
That was his motivation for everything, and that and money, I guess. But um, I thought it was pretty good. Hawkgirl was great.
I thought she could have been better.
They could have done
I
more
do
with
like
her.
the actress.
They could have done more with her, but I thought she was great when she grabs that guy out of the president of whatever that country was, and was like holding him and everything, and she was like, "Oh, you'd be like Superman." He's like, "I'm not Superman." Just drops the dude, and I was like, "Yeah, good for you." That seems very Hawkgirl, because she's a warrior from Thanagar.
Yeah.
But
Um,
overall, it was great. I loved it.
I
I thought it was so amazing.
I look forward to it being on Max so I can watch it again. But
Yeah. I rented it on Prime. That's how I watched it because, I got kids and I can't leave the house too often. But it was still worth
throw some meat
it.
on the floor. Look good. Um, and before we go, I want to mention one thing. I've been watching the Account movies. I'm probably halfway through the second one. Um, the first one came out in 2016. I'd never watched it. The second one came out this year, I believe. Yeah. It is probably the best representation of autism that I have seen. Even though there's still a lot of, uh, you know, stuff about it that's just like stereotypical. Um, Ben Affleck, I wish that's one show that I wish they'd make into like a series, kind of like Shooter, or
Yeah.
some of those kind of militaristic shows that they've made in a movie. I think that would be a better movie or a show than a movie. It's the end of my story.
Yeah.
Good
Well, sorry, real quick, going back to Superman, we also have to honor the late. I just had his name on.
Hackman.
Not Hackman.
Remember the South Park?
Who was it? The guy who just passed away. Terrence.
Stamp.
Terrence Stamp. Thank you. Yes, Terrence Stamp, the best General Zod ever. Great character actor. Loved him. He was always like a go-to when you needed a bad guy, because he was always menacing. I think he was the bad guy in Get Smart with Steve Carell. I think he was the bad guy in Hostel, Part 2, maybe. But one of my favorite parts that he did was in Yes Man with Jim Carrey, where he was kind of the guy giving the speech of people like, oh yeah, say yes to opportunity and stuff. He was just so like weird and creepy and everything. It was so funny. But Terrence Stamp, best General Zod we've ever had, for sure. So rest in peace.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Steph, what do you think of Superman?
Haven't watched it.
You should.
I know
It's
that's
good.
shocking. Eh,
It's good. It's very good.
eh,
Do you have a general opinion of Superman?
eh,
I can't wait
not-
for the Supergirl movie though. Millie Alcock's going to be pretty interesting.
She was
Um,
great in the last like few minutes that she was in there.
Yeah, she's like, later, bitch,
Yeah,
or whatever she said.
yeah,
So that means when she's out, when she's there, there's gonna be more crypto.
yep. There'd be more Crypto. I'm excited to see more of Crypto. He was so adorable.
Yes.
Just fucking every. And he was like the classic Crypto, because Crypto was kind of an asshole at first. Didn't really know anything. He was just he was a legit dog.
Hmm.
Like tearing things apart. Like, and Superman's trying to be like, dude, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
And the robots were pretty good too. What was it?
Oh yeah.
What was that show? They're like, Superman's got robots. They're like, what are you talking about, dude? He doesn't have robots.
Yeah. Yeah, they had Gary, played by
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk, who is just going to be all over this new DC universe for voice acting, because he's doing he did Clayface in Creature Commandos. He was the Joker, and I think he was the Joker and Clayface in the Harley Quinn show. He just loves DC. He's got to love DC. One of his best parts too was was in Doom Patrol, where he was, God, what was his name? I can't remember, but he was so funny in that show.
Good actor. Been around
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, his show Resident Alien just ended.
Oh, I just remember as the pirate.
Yeah, Steve the Pirate. That's the first thing I ever saw him in.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I just got the feeling that he wasn't just an actor. Like, as if he was kind of important in the business. I don't know.
Yeah, well, his wife did the choreography for Peacemaker for the opening sequence.
Which is coming out soon.
Yep, Peacemaker comes out this week, the 21st.
And I can't wait for, what's his name, Vigilante.
Vigilante was the best part of that show.
He's the best character in that show.
He was. I was watching clips of him earlier today, and he's just so funny. Like, there's this scene where he's like looking at Vigilante's Peacemaker's looking at Vigilante's phone, and he's like Taylor Swift's sexy butt. He's like,
Yeah.
He like looks at him, and he's like, oh no. He's like, that's just because I wanted to see pictures of her sexy butt. Like,
Yeah.
he's just such a sociopath, and it's so funny.
I was looking at the history of Peacemaker earlier, and he's just like, he was sold to DC Comics.
Was he?
Yeah, and it was supposed to be him and like Blue Beetle and a couple other guys that were supposed to be the Watchmen.
Okay.
But they're like, no, you can't make those characters, so they created new characters for the Watchmen. But like, he was supposed to be the comedian
Oh, really?
character. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, well, and I'm excited to see season 2 because it's been 4 years, roughly 3-4 years since we've saw Peacemaker season 1, and I
Has
know
it
they
been
had
that
to do the
long?
whole restructuring. Dude, it's been a long time. And I
Can't believe
remember
it's
that.
been long.
I remember being so pissed off that like it was taking forever for us to get a season 2, but I know it's because like they had to redo everything over at DC. It was January 13th, 2022 was the premiere. So yeah, it's been 3 years.
Yeah, and you have to pretend like Snyderverse didn't exist.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's okay. I'm okay with moving forward.
Yeah.
James Gunn has so much love for the characters. I'm okay with it. I
Yeah.
love Man of Steel. I think it's a great movie. Justice League Snyder Cut's great. I will watch it again at some point when I have 4 hours. But I'm okay moving forward because I know that it's in good hands, and the stuff that we're about to get is so amazing. They're not holding back. They're like anything goes at this point. Because I think that was part of like what really hurt DC for a long time was they were like, oh, you can only use characters for this or that. And James Gunn came in and said, I can use any character whenever I want, however I want, and fuck off if you disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many years did it
Oh
take
yeah,
for us
because
to
Disney
get?
will take them back right away.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even let them put Green Lantern into the Snyder Cut at the end. Like, because that where Martian Manhunter comes and sees Bruce Wayne was originally supposed to be Green Lantern, but they wouldn't even let him use it. So now he's like, cool, my first movie, I'm going to put Green Lantern in there. And they were like, all right, cool, whatever, man.
Yeah.
So he, no holds bars, he's going to go balls to the wall and just make a fucking universe that's going to be amazing.
Yep. Okay. Steph, do you have anything to add before we go?
No, I'll be more exciting next week.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for that. Sorry, I'm playing the game.
And I was like, you're looking at your phone doing something.
Yeah,
Crushing all that candy.
No, I'm playing this Block Blast game, but it's annoying because there's ads. Adam, anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
How about you?
Take us home.
All right, thank you for listening. And if you like what you hear, make sure that you like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Guys,